Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper of Viperland, and I'm about to hit play for the first time in Deadly Premonition 2, which I realize might mean it has to install something. Well, not install, but you know, sometimes it has to do first time setup. But on the off chance that even like the opening movie was something that was gonna confound me to a huge degree, I was like, normally I load something up first to test it, but I was like, no. No, not Deadly Premonition. Not Deadly Premonition 2. Also, hey Ramen, hey Sora, how's it going? I don't know if I sound it, but I got a throat and nose thing going on, and it's not fun. I dodged colds for almost 2 years, with just that, like, precursor almost getting sick. Now I'm definitively sick. Not looking forward to tomorrow. Today was manageable, just a sore throat, but I guess. Oh, okay, that was nothing. Okay. Let's make sure we're good on config. Character names on, language English, yep, sounds good. Yeah, controller's fine. Game is only controller. You cannot use mouse and keyboard. Alright, well, screw it. There we go. Get the volume up. So yeah, I don't know how long the stream's going to go tonight. I took an Advil for the throat, but I also don't want to push it too bad because I'm... Game? Oh, that's the loading screen. Okay. Well, the loading screen lags a bit. It's fine because it's loading. That is a massive font choice. Yeah. When a loading screen lags, that's fine because it's loading. Cool. I thought something had gone wrong. Yeah, tomorrow's up in the air. I really want to feel better for Monday because everyone comes home and I've got one more full box of 12 packs of collector's boosters to open with them, and I really want to feel better for Tuesday because Alan Wake Lake House DLC. So, depending on how tonight goes, tomorrow will likely just be another tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. If I feel really trash tomorrow, I'll cancel, but I really don't want to, because there was no Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, so I really don't want to cancel. Oh, well, cool. You know. I mean, they're already in pieces. Do you really... Okay. Oh, FBI, yeah. Okay. It is a little worrying that there was no graphic settings whatsoever in the menu. So much. I like how they subtitle it in smaller text so you don't get fully...
What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down?
It doesn't matter what direction I push the stick, she moves forward. If I push the stick to the left, she moves forward. Right, forward. Back, forward. Camera,
surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this? Does God hate me?
No.
Probably.
The regional bureau chief merely issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How could I forget? A special order to rob me of my well-deserved vacation.
You want pizza? I'll buy you some pizza. You can find that junk anywhere.
Whoa! Hey! Hold on a minute.
No, don't hold on.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Well.
And no red, remember?
What? I appreciate that they went a little stylized with the character models and the art design. But also, it almost doesn't look as sharp as York in game 1. It's not how tight. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. What? 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 Switch game ported to PC. Oh. Yeah, that checks out. Poor Switch.
You have questions for us?
So many. Is that the Empire symbol on your TV?
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Why is your TV produced by the Star Wars Empire? That's not... They shouldn't be making TVs. In general. At all. Also Ratman, yes. Well, I can still only move to where they want me to. Okay. Is this a rail shooter, Ramen? Is this game on rails? Owl water? Sure. This is taking linear to a next level.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak.
I mean, wasn't he a bureau agent? Pretty sure he knows his Miranda rights.
Do we have permission to film this?
Pretty sure. Okay.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Ah, so he just...
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan?
replaced one voice with another.
I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
Well, yep, there it is. Did he get a... I mean, I guess he's older, but do they and it was 10 years real world difference. I assume he's got a different voice actor.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo.
Same
They'd be
thing,
the
really.
Perfect stars for the latest video game.
I guess it's
Isn't
just
that right, my fairy?
being run through, competent audio systems, so it sounds different.
How many years has it been?
Also older,
since
but
someone came to chat with us. Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
Yeah, of course.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived.
We literally saw the first game through his eyes, and I don't know if at any point in that game I knew what he was thinking. Except, really likes Jaws in certain movies. And, had the hots for the police officer, but that's about it. That's all I can say definitively I know he was thinking at any given time.
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
No, it won't. 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 Missing awards and trophies.
Letters of appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice. They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them. You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable.
Man, I can hear the voices over the music. Is this even Deadly Premonition?
According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the inside-out flesh skinner case in the suburbs of
The
Pittsburgh.
what case? The what case?
In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year.
He dealt with some
Then,
stuff.
in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable. Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
But didn't York die in Deadly Premonition? Wasn't he functionally voiceless in his head after that? Like, one voice, but
Partner.
Like, for sure, for a while, but after
The
first...
FBI files
Okay.
show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
You could say
Our
that.
partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, two highly sought-after fugitives.
Yeah, if you're gonna read us a rap sheet, like, get it right. You can't rat out the rat man. You can use visions to acquire important hints that'll help you proceed through the game. Hold LB to use vision. Using a vision will deplete your concentration, so be careful about using it too much. Okay. Oh, I can't look back at those. Alright, so it's just these.
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable. I won't get another chance to talk to him face to face like this. I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit.
Yeah, good luck.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
So I'm guessing the way that this is sequel prequel is that clearly the game's taking place here, but he's going to tell the story and we're going to play of whatever they're going to question him about. Hey, Grim. Holy 83 months. Hot damn. And here we sure do go again. Now, obviously,
Here we go again.
thank you for 83 months. Massive, insane, truly +1 from the previous massive, insane number. But, you know, and Potts as well. Welcome both of you to Viperland in the chat. So far, we, as an FBI agent and a news reporter, are interviewing Francis Zach Morgan clearly several years after the end of the first game. That's what you missed. Oh, and he's, instead of referencing York or Zach, he's referencing a fairy. Functionally, that's all you've missed.
But would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak?
Also, he's smoking a lot of pot.
I'm talking about... Yes, that.
The fairy is a private matter, yes.
You don't need to worry about us. Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
So I need to go to the department. Yeah. Oh man, I told Potts, but I spent all afternoon. I had to buy a second binder because my first binder got filled up with the just rares for Magic, not mythic rares, not commons, just rares. And my first binder had already gotten filled up, so I got a second binder yesterday on Amazon with extra pages, and I spent all today just sorting and organizing those two binders, and I still think I need to do something different. I've got them sorted foils and colors, and then vaguely mana cost, but the mana cost is hard to keep up, because, like, you get one new card and you gotta shift over an entire, like, 3 pages of stuff. I think I'm gonna have to sort it slightly differently, but still, that was my whole afternoon.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that.
I'm thinking of sorting it by set, which would act like after color. Like, foils get their own bit, then sort by color, and I'm thinking of sorting by set because it's so much easier to be like, okay, well, I bought 3 packs of this set, I know where these cards go, because I also like to keep all the duplicates next to each other because it looks cooler, you know. And when I have 13 pages of white cards for each one going like, okay, well, do I have that? What, it narrows down a lot more if you're like, oh, I have 2 pages of this set, suddenly. And it would get moved around a lot. I'd have to shift it around a lot less than if it was just mana cost, because that's a lot more common to get another 3 cost spell than it is another Bloomburrow rare. So I'm thinking of redoing it that way, but it's still a good starting point. It's still a great starting
Our
point.
data needs to be consistent. Now please put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
Stinking indulgence. I can't even imagine somebody passes me on the street and I smell pot and I go, oh, that stinking indulgence. Dude, what? Like,
What
yeah, kind of like that.
if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself, using force.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house.
What? Why does he have, like, 30 cartons of milk duct taped together? Why? There doesn't seem to be a middle to it. It seems to be a square of duct taped together milk cartons with no, like, you'd think they'd all be facing the same direction with the nozzle or something. No. It's not normal.
Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes.
Yeah, what he said.
And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
I do. The camera's twisting now, but it was straight on. I did like the framing of this shot. Him just lounging in the chairs, flanked by these two. It's medicinal. Yep.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. So we had already. Okay.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck.
You have to know it's called a tie. You have to. You were an FBI agent. You were in the bureau. You solved so many cases. You have to know it's called a tie. You have to.
That's a male necktie.
Oh, okay. I really thought he was going to stop there. Really did.
Color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche.
Mm-hmm.
We admire your bravery.
The bravest of decisions.
I thought you retired from profiling.
No. Zach knows from experience. York don't know shit.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
York was in the tie. Was he, though? Can we even... Is knowledge even possible?
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people.
He's got a lot of awful things.
Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Also, you can't tell from this angle, Potts, because it's too far away, but that little circle right above the stand on his TV, it's the Empire symbol from Star Wars. I don't know why. At all.
Agent
But
Jones,
it definitely is.
that's
like
sexual harassment.
dark laughter.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
Two back-to-back dark laughters.
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
Oh, he is utterly unreadable. I can agree to that. Truly, maddeningly, utterly unreadable. Oh, I forgot to stick the tea bag into my tea.
I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then.
My definite question is, what's his issue with the color red now?
First, I'll try
Right
using
before they went in the
files
room, they were like,
shake him up.
remember, no red. So, yes. Zach's vacant eyes.
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor.
Oh. Yeah, it'd look pretty vacant,
How
too.
do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner? And what if that human is also a high-functioning sociopath? An ornate antique chessboard. Looks like he stopped halfway through the game. But who was playing with him? These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005. The agent who handled the case was Francis Zach Morgan, and now he's sitting right in front of me. Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity?
No red trees whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about.
If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know. And I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly,
Sure.
we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
To be fair, he knows the afterlife exists and that some random creepy kids can actually interact with it. I assume possibly other creepy kids too, not just those two, but I mean, he does actually know that the afterlife exists. At least to the best of his knowledge.
Yes. Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold.
Yeah, I think most things are terribly cold in the dead of winter. Most things. Most places. Yeah.
Colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun. Powerless. And the temperature drops below zero.
Below zero, my god. Man, when I was in college, we had nights that were negative 30. Which is stupid cold. Stupid cold.
Right in the middle of the day.
Okay, admittedly, not usually in the middle of the day. That's still pretty cold.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience, Belle.
These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans, and the agent who handled the... And now he's sitting... That chessboard looks rather old, and you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
Sure.
That was made in France in the 1900s.
Of course he has a 1900s French chessboard.
We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
You heard it here first, folks. He's a chestnut. In a few months, he'll be roasting over an open fire.
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems.
Man, it really just seems like everyone in this room hates everyone else in this room. But mostly her.
There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
Hello.
He was simply playing chess. All alone.
So...
I'll say, Ochi. So what you missed is FBI agent, news guy, interviewing him about a case that happened in 2005. None of them seem to like him. He old now. Also smoking a lot of pot. Cool. I've gotten distracted by a lot of things.
Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
Yeah, she's legit questioning him about the fact that he seemed to be playing chess alone.
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems
Yeah, I
like
mean-
that's a much bigger problem.
You know, when he's right, he's right.
Oh
though.
no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Yes. People spying on your internet search history is serious nightmare fuel.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case.
Still, yeah, all of that still sounds like FBI, yeah. Just like you happened to encounter our internet history being sent from an unknown... Yeah, okay, you know, you can't use a line like that on us and then be like, well, it's super weird that...
After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Yeah, there's a statute of limitations, but since when does the FBI care about legality? As we've definitely...
Did you really
Yeah.
visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
I too
They
also
found
face...
Lise Clarkson's body.
Oh, yeah.
It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it? The body
Guess
that
we'll
went
find
missing
out.
for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You know, your choice of words doesn't make this sound better for you, dude.
You claim to have
Take the
closed this
clipping?
case,
Yeah, of course.
but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now.
True.
And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Which were...
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks.
Are you hitting on a dead 16-year-old?
At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all.
Ah, yes, indeed. I too know that you cannot be murdered if you are beautiful. That's factual. I mean, it's just a well-known fact. You see a beautiful person, you're like, they couldn't have been murdered. They're beautiful.
She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
Yeah, exactly.
This keeps getting better and better.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something. I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents. A halfway finished chess game. I think he was playing both. If it was merely for... But I know that every action he takes has its own special purpose.
Sure.
Especially now that his remaining time is limited. You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
Sure. That's totally halfway finished.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner, but we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead. Remember what happened, my fairy?
No.
That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
The large man, yes? No need to answer, if you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol. Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such a...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
Sure.
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries. And they always have the most bizarre timing.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton. Trenton, New Jersey.
It's a hell of a drive.
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it.
I would love to know the reason behind the
Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Sure.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
A stinking indulgence can't be pot and DVDs.
You must live a very comfortable life.
Oh, maybe she's talking about the fact that he gets high and just watches movies. Maybe. It's a DVD in the bottom left called Twin Murder. It's like, yeah, Twin Peaks. Old Billy, Richard Hotel, Saturday, May 13th, Final Pact 48 Days, Ninja Police, Police Dog Collection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, The Gang Guy, Her First Crime, Death Chase, Cowboy Land Volume 2, Rental Car, Aqua Time 2, Emerald Dragon 1 and Emerald Dragon 2, Circus Show, Deep Sea, Lola X, Low Sky, The Evil Mountain. Alright.
We're retired, remember?
Yeah, ripoff.
Retired in your
retired.
40s.
He's in his 40s? Oh. Oh. That's fair. Stage 4 cancer as well.
I'm envious.
Ma'am, he has a life-ending terminal illness.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
She doesn't love movies.
Oh, that won't do.
Oh, that won't do.
You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law. Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson.
Yes, she absolutely is.
Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
Ah, very
You
important.
know, you got a point. Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption, but that film changed my life.
Okay.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
Why would you think that?
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance of baked beans? You didn't use much salt, did you?
What are you implying?
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing. That confused me. When I look around your room, all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death. Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
So he's just not going to talk about the fact that he duct taped them together in a square at all. They haven't mentioned it. Like, I would guess, but maybe not. I don't know. They definitely haven't confirmed it.
The ambivalence, yes.
What?
Two contradictory emotions, mixing, coexisting together. An adult, mature mind is never satisfied with only one response. It's common sense. Isn't that right, my fairy?
This room's a total mess. But certain spots look perfectly clean. Is it just a coincidence? No. There are no coincidences with this man. Mr. Morgan. I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Sacred places.
Hey, you want pizza?
Hovels for
Sacred
pure
pizza.
souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's a sanctuary.
You've mentioned.
Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve, then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time, and what does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on, I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation.
I guess you could say that.
At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more. Agent Jones. The briefcase isn't even that big. How long does he intend to keep that up?
That's all there is.
Does he have pizza menus stuffed inside there or something? Agent Jones, did you find the files?
If you did, why would you keep searching? Oh.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
Whoa!
Kill him.
Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded. Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
Oh, the Wanderer, yeah.
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through.
Of course.
How could I be
It
so
explains
stupid?
everything. He's got the fairy soul stone. He's got York's soul stone. Duh.
Everything
And
should
it's
be
corrupting
fine now.
him. It all makes sense.
I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear.
No. No, it's not. Not if you've been
Please.
him.
Accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again.
Sure.
And no more red, either.
Don't ever.
It really feels like they're just pushing his buttons. Like, I get it, he tripped. I don't think he did it intentionally, but like...
Touch one. Again. I told them not to. Why would they do that? Make them go away. Sanctuaries. Don't touch. Stay away.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
No, probably not.
Oh, don't worry. I won't let them touch you again. I'll keep them away from us.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red.
Only strange until you look into any of their history, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, not strange.
And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
Shredder?
Soon after Agent Jones started monitoring him, he was ordered to go through Morgan's trash. But he didn't find anything. Morgan used this machine to cut up everything, from his mail to his supermarket receipts. Then he even went as far as taking out his trash in parts.
Okay.
Here's another empty space. What does the word sanctuary really mean to him? Hovels for pure souls. Mr. Morgan? I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
Nah.
We don't
Yeah, we don't.
want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around
It
this.
was all foggy. There were these weird mannequin dolls everywhere, and nurses.
I remember hearing
This
about this
strange
case
red
on the news
pyramid
when I was
thing.
still a student.
You know.
A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered, and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter.
Everything's a private matter.
None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that
Really?
can summon up the past.
You think so, but...
A jar of honey with honeycomb inside it. There's nothing strange about it, but it still gives me a weird feeling.
Okay.
Looks like another old antique. He collects milk cartons but treats valuable antiques like trash. What's going on in his head?
Again, it is an impossible thing to know. Yes, she clearly is.
That's royal jelly.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange that there's honeycomb inside? We wanted to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state. The queen's main food source, created from the worker bee's secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into our own bodies, we too can acquire that power. Incidentally, did you know that all the worker bees are female?
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to inseminate,
Oh my.
and they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree? Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so.
Sure.
If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe. Be careful, Simon.
Of what?
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that an H5?
Depends. What's an H5?
That's right. John Harrison's fifth chronometer, completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect.
Sure.
We
Clocks.
took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
I disagree.
Of course you do.
Oh? Why?
Yeah. I mean, it is, but it almost makes it feel like a different game.
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about
Yeah,
idiocy.
like, it is definitely weird without the jank. I mean, it's arguably a more pleasant gaming experience, but a less deadly premonition gaming experience.
I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone.
Guess we'll find out.
We have our eyes to read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or storming?
All you need is courage.
I didn't mean to
Hear
say
that, my fairy?
Just courage.
Courage and a love for adventure?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey, hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that? I mean, I've heard of it before. I'm an FBI analyst, remember?
Oh, I thought. Wait. He's an FBI analyst and he's just spent the past 4 years just spying on us? Oh.
I just sort of can't remember it right now. I know what it is, really.
I believe you.
I'm telling the truth.
Everyone in that room believes
Come on,
you.
Aaliyah, back me up here. Aaliyah?
A picture of a leaf. This isn't just a picture of any leaf. It's the most important leaf, the belief in truth.
Okay.
Begins with the doubt of all truths in which one has previously believed. It's time to get down to business.
Alright, let's show him the
Mr.
picture.
Morgan, please look at this.
Sure. I mean, just because you made it black and white doesn't mean he's gonna like it.
What did we just say?
Excuse me, sorry.
We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zach Morgan. This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these red trees, aren't they?
Red trees. Both places. Growing. Roots. Seeds. Trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees. Figured it out. Yes. Smarter than we thought. Connection. Red trees.
I want the truth.
Totally fine.
Tell me everything you know.
The red trees are these weird demon trees made by this weird demon guy who would implant them in the bodies of people to get them to bloom. And also, if you ate the seed, are those keys? Oh, they stopped moving. There were floating keys. Also, if you ate the seeds and then killed someone who had also eaten the seeds and killed 4 of them specifically, when they can't talk, you become immortal. But like, immortal. If you have this weird back tattoo, that becomes a weak spot and starts glowing. You know, as things do. More dark laughter.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town.
Okay.
Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers.
Is that what the sun's like?
It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
Of course.
Never a choice when somebody needs
There's
you.
that loud ass music.
You can't turn away. You're their only lifeline. just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone.
Seems a very poignant
Always a
song.
voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain.
Yeah, of course it did.
did.
A snake and some ass. Okay. Some of the imagery is a little. The deep south. Also, hey, Mitz, you've been summoned by snakes and boobs and butts with weed leaves on and a trumpet. What is going on?
Walk alone.
What is going on? At least it's a friendly snake. It's true. We're playing Neo again. Mm-hmm. Well, that sure was what the Deep South is like. I'm pretty sure now that my brother's moved to Georgia, if I showed him that opening, he'd be like, yeah, no, that's just what being in the South is like. I understand. I get it. The loading tree has blessed us.
Zach. Zach.
What?
Can you hear me, Zach?
No.
There you are, Zach. Sleeping again?
No, I've never slept before.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos. Isn't that right, Zach?
Mm. Okay. Dead 2E Premonition. A blessing in disguise. It's so funny because, like, the Steam page clearly lists it as Deadly Premonition 2, not Dead 2E Premonition. Nope, down to Louisiana. Suppose so, Ark. Seems that way.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Okay. That sure is.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Seems to be a chef, yeah.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it. You said the victim was a 16-year-old.
Why not?
Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here?
Yep, a whole pineapple and lobster, plus more for breakfast.
The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seal. They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know. They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
What do you know about the Clarksons' house?
Now,
That's
I
true.
ain't got
FBI
nothing
paycheck
bad
thing.
to say, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart, and when that don't work, they just beat your ass. That's the Deep South for you.
Good to know. Stay out of the Deep South.
This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way, like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and the Pelican Brief, right?
9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans.
Sure they would.
They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
Do you know? Do you know? Really? What feels real and what doesn't? Really? You?
What's your point?
Cat people.
They could prefer to be called Mikotes?
That's my point. Cat people.
Yeah?
Mikotes.
1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
What? What?
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
Oh, yeah, duh. There's only 3 ways they can turn into humans. Fuck, marry, kill. Duh.
I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand?
The
I'm
sheer
talking about
reality of it
hyper-realism.
all. York? How many panther humans have you fucked? York? How many? How many? Are you sure it was a panther? You sure they didn't refer to themselves as a cougar? York, I have questions.
After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself.
York, don't fuck a panther. York, do not. York, don't. York, no. York. They have claws and will mutilate you. Do you know who broke into the zoo last night?
That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what you
Another
said.
vital element of cat people
I don't even.
is the presence of Malcolm McDowell.
Sure.
Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period.
Okay.
You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you say, mister.
This, you've seen this before, Grim? York means Felicia Darkstalkers confirmed.
So, what's your point again?
Did he have one?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
What?
When you say it was like something from a
What?
TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
Blue Thunder reviews 66%.
Just
Checks out.
can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Yeah, that's not. It's not good, you know, though, right? Yeah, that.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces, scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
Oh, damn it.
This summer's gonna be another hot one, It's supposed to get over 95 today. Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again.
Mm,
I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach?
sure.
Zach, the searing light. These scents.
Panther's on the prowl.
It's the deep South.
Panther
That
territory.
was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
Okay, so presumably lobster, pineapple, coffee. I mean, it's obviously coffee. The bottom left, some sort of rice dish? No, maybe oatmeal for breakfast. So maybe some sort of omelet, roll, and I got no idea what the cylindrical things are. He's just eating bullets. Grits, okay. He's definitely just eating bullets. Also, it doesn't look like he actually ate anything.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Well, the tea was to die for.
Not coffee? Guys, I think this may be... I think somebody broke York.
But I'd prefer coffee
Okay.
next time. What would
Ah.
a morning be without coffee?
Gotcha. He'll drink tea, but he really wanted coffee. That's reasonable. Quest updated. Now we can move around. Okay. It's a huge pie. Bunch of rolls. Oh! Let's see what the buttons did.
Why? Why did you do that?
I was just saying, I wanted her to zoom in on the pie. Ow, that hurt. Tutorial Red Room. I did not hit that button though, but okay. Side you can access following: journal, inventory, map, config, title screen, album, guidebook, data, link board. Sure. Ah. Stealth. It's not my fault, okay? I don't like... Okay, so, you can see I push the control stick and I let go. And I push the control stick and I let go. Control stick, hand off controller. So that bodes well. Cool. Why can that... Why is that one painting so dark? Door? Nope. Oh, we do have a run and stamina. That goes down way faster than it did before. Jeez. Kind of reasonable prices for stuff. Oh, yeah. Sure, sure. Wait, we can't leave? I mean, from a game point of view, I get it, but like, you can't just keep the people from the hotel from leaving. That's illegal. Okay. Oh, yeah, no.
Sang Rouge.
I did not one-shot it, I assure you.
We've been chasing it all over America. But
Have we?
I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? I think it's about time we
Yeah, I
ordered a new
think I broke it
briefcase.
into 3 chunks myself. Did they re-record this? Is this a new recording?
Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stain's from Miami. Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two.
What?
Even with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto. I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
I mean... Okay.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow. The 16-year-old girl who was murdered.
X.
Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou. Along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare. And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
Evidence organized. Cool. Oh, the name of this hotel is Casa Pineapple.
I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach.
Do you know what movie?
The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay.
I haven't actually seen it.
For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films.
No, no, he is not. No, he sure ain't. It's a flashback. We're telling the tale, you know. Yes, we are back in the past. We're currently in the year, it's 2005, right? They said, or was it like, it's early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Are you following me here?
So, the first game took place in the year the game released in. The second game takes place in the year that game released in, but also 5 years before the first game. Cool. Cool.
This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach.
See, I always knew York was wrong. It's good to really know.
You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history.
Michael Bay?
Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line.
Nope.
A genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zach?
Answer the door, he who knocks. Wait, we didn't even put that on a board or something. It's literally just on the hotel wall. Okay. This game use phone, save your progress. What's our first save point? What? What? Okay.
I'm very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
Sure. Change clothes, send clothes out for dry cleaning. They get dirty. Store items, take items. Okay. Do we have unlimited? No, we don't. Okay. We have a lot of storage stuff. That cold be gone if only. So, we don't shave this game, right? It doesn't feel bad so far, for what it's worth. Shave once, okay.
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
Of course.
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
Ah.
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Ah.
I gathered that Carre is French. Does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it, sir.
It's square
Do take a
shaped.
gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful.
Do you know what?
valuable,
I will take that so
and
much
old.
over the sprawling
I'm sure you'll
whatever the
understand
hell
what
in the
you've
previous
seen.
game.
Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Cool.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say. The job makes the man.
Sure.
Do you feel that, Zach?
No.
Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel.
Okay.
Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
Yeah.
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hoongan.
Hoongan. The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
No.
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. After we put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Sure. Hold on, we have to do our one shave. Alright, one shave. You know, I really want to go longer because this is getting insane already, but my throat is really hurting. And I took Advil beforehand, so it's probably not great. We got a good intro under our belt. We have intrigue. So, no, dang it. I want to play more. The plan is to play more tomorrow. If I'm still feeling like this, it'll probably be another short one, but the plan is to still play tomorrow unless I'm really not feeling good. Really feeling worse. It's not miserable. It's an annoying sore throat and drippy nose. It's just a head cold, but it's enough that I don't want to make it worse. You know, it does hurt, so. I've been worse. It's not that bad. It's a stupid head cold, but I don't want to aggravate it much. I'd rather do a bit tonight, a bit tomorrow, than try to do all tonight and tomorrow just be like, and not be able to do anything. So. Very short night. Doesn't have windowed mode. Cool. Noted. It is. I mostly avoided colds for like 2 years. I kept getting that like feeling of like a cold coming on, but then it never hit. And then this morning, yesterday when I was even at cards, even late night, I felt 100% fine, perfectly fine. This morning I woke up and didn't. So, yeah, for sure. Salt water. Okay. I got honey and tea, and then I also have tea with honey, but I do have real tea as well, so with real honey. But gargle, I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's gonna hurt, but yeah. And then before I had a nephew who was at school, so like it's, you know, it's unavoidable. But either way, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. Obviously, big extra shoutouts to Grim for dropping an 83-month resubscription, but everybody for, you know, enjoying a little bit of chaos tonight. It's way too early to not raid somebody. So let me see who's going. Who we could raid. A few people. You know what? Why not? Heckin' Erica Mendez is going, playing Lockdown Protocol to only 13 people watching, I guess. I'm sure that'll get bigger later, but you know what? It's rare for her to be streaming at night. I have not seen that game, so screw it. I'm gonna toss it over to Erica Mendez. Why not? Why the hell not? There you go. We got ourselves a monster, a quote, a Discord. And, oh. Whatever the game is, it looks like a silly multiplayer game. So, oop, I meant to.
Why? Why did you do that?
There you go. Perfect. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching for a short intro stream. Hopefully tomorrow is at least this much, hopefully longer, but play it by ear. I want to be better by Monday. Really want to be better by Tuesday, because we play in Lake House, even if I have to pantomime the whole stream. We play in Lake House DLC. Can't stop that. So yeah.